The internet did not like this skit. They didn't take very kindly to it. They dead ass have the same outfits on. Where did they find these outfits?
I'm sorry, why is that heinous?
Because it was a workplace violation. See, okay, I see why people are upset.
The clock to remove any trace of Ned from past Try Guys content.
That's not true.
Horrific, violent, and probably racist tragedy.
Can you come?
Racist? Okay, see, no. No, no, no. Hey everyone, it's B. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video. And we are back with an SNL skit. So it looks like SNL made a skit about the Try Guys. And from what I've seen online, people are not too happy about this. And honestly, I wasn't even going to watch it, but a friend of mine actually sent this to me and asked that I react to it on my channel. So here I am. I'm going to react to it on the channel and see what the skit is.
Welcome to CNN Today. I'm Laura Fields. Let's go right to the White House with our very own Colin O'Doherty. Colin?
Thanks, Laura. President Biden just reiterated his steadfast support for Ukraine after last night. I'm sorry, I'm just hearing...
Colin? Colin, is everything okay?
And that's confirmed. Okay, yes. Sorry, Laura, I'm getting breaking news that the Try Guys have now, in fact, responded to the whole Ned Fulmer situation.
Oh,
Wow.
gosh.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, it's obviously an evolving story, but CNN can confirm that the Try Guys have released an official YouTube video clapping back at ex-Try Guy Ned Fulmer, the wife guy Try Guy. He disrespected the brand by making out with one of the food babies at the Harry Styles concert. It's a sad day indeed, Colin O'Doherty, the White House.
I'm going to be honest, Colin. I don't know what any of that is. What in the...
See, that's shade. That's shade. For them to be like, oh, I don't even know who they are. That's shade. We gonna let it rock. It's a skit.
world is a Try Guy?
Laura, how do you not know the Try Guys? Oh, they're BuzzFeed pranksters who try stuff, like trying fingernail polish or weird haircuts. Hell, they're even tried eating bugs.
Gotcha. Back to President Biden. Russia is escalating threats to the West with attacks planned.
Sorry to interrupt, Laura. This is unbelievable. I'm told we actually have the 3 remaining Try Guys on the line. Ready to talk. Are you there, Try Guys?
Oh my okay, hold on. First of all, are these, hold on. I'm about to do a comparison. Cause ain't no way they got the exact outfits. Hold on, y'all. But listen, like, and I get it, right? It's a skit. It's supposed to be funny. And it's not supposed to be taken seriously. But like, I don't know. I'm trying to give it a chance. I think I'm going to already biased because the internet did not like this skit. They didn't take very kindly to it. And the thing about SNL, right? Their sense of humor is hit or miss, right? You know, sometimes you can get with it, and then other times, you know, it can be crossing the line. And so, you know, them making fun of the situation is like, because it is a serious situation that they're dealing with. And, you know, I don't think that, you know, they would want a full-blown SNL skit made of this situation that really negatively affected them. And you know, they spoke about this on the podcast, which I semi-reacted to. I reacted to like a little compilation of it, so if you haven't checked that out, make sure you guys go check out that video. But basically of them talking about how this situation has affected them and their anxiety and their mental health. And so I can understand why people did not take kindly to this skit. Now, I'm looking, oh no, they dead ass have the same outfits on. Where did they find these outfits? I'm sorry. that is so irrelevant to this video. But I'm really trying to see, like, They really got the same exact. Okay, I'm sorry. We gonna watch it. We gonna watch it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Wow. First off, Eugene, Zach, Keith, it's an honor.
Thank you. This is, it's just surreal. There's a lot of anger on this couch.
Okay, so clearly he's making fun of Eugene because, again, if you guys saw the video that they put out, Eugene was visibly pissed. Like, he was pissed off. And granted, he didn't say it. He didn't make it obvious through what he was saying, but it was obvious based off his body language. You could just tell that he was very, very angry and upset. So clearly he's doing like an exaggerated version of how Eugene was on the couch.
Okay, welcome, Try Guys. Yeah, I'm trying to understand why this story is such a scandal. Was this affair non-consensual?
No, worse. He committed the heinous act of having a consensual kiss and not telling us, his friends.
I'm sorry, why is that heinous?
Because it was a workplace violation. See, okay, I see why people are upset. I think people are upset because they're downplaying the severity of the situation. And listen, I'm not totally against poking fun at serious situations as long as it's not anything that, you know, as long as that situation isn't like, you know, harmful to somebody or whatever the case may be. But I think where they went wrong, and we still have a couple minutes to go here, but I think where they're going wrong with this is that they're watering it down, and which makes sense for a skit, right? Like, if it's a skit and you're making fun of something, in a way you're kind of changing the perspective of it. But however, them saying like, you know, oh, he just, you know, kissed somebody and didn't tell them. It was so much more than that. I'm sure if Ned just, well, I don't know. If Ned got caught kissing a random stranger, like let's say it wasn't Alex. Let's say he just kissed somebody random at a concert and the images got leaked. I don't know if he would have got let go. I know that when they were talking about it on the podcast, one of the questions that came up was that, you know, hey, if this wasn't public, would you guys have still fired Ned? And their response was that, you know, that because he violated their trust, there's no way that they could have kept him on the team. But then I think it was Zach that said, but it was because it was a workplace violation. So regardless of if it was public or private, he messed with an employee, so that was grounds for termination. But I do wonder if maybe had it been a stranger or someone that had no affiliation to their company, if they would have just overlooked it and maybe they would have like stopped being his friend and stopped being cool with him behind the scenes, but maybe they would have kept him on the channel. But I don't know.
Well, you have to remember the power dynamics, Laura. He's a Try Guy and she's a food baby.
Right. Yeah, you've said that. So, what now?
Well, we've conducted an internal review with a team of HR professionals and are no longer working with white guy, wife guy, Try Guy Ned. I don't know what else to say. He has to pay.
Okay, wow. So the full story is that your friend had a side chick and you fired him?
No.
Yes, we had no choice, and we hope he is somewhere on his back with a bullet in his brain and belly.
All right.
Whoa, okay, isn't that a bit extreme?
No. Well, you have to remember, Laura, the side chick was the food baby.
Yeah, you keep saying that. What is a food baby?
Food Babies is a spin-off food show on the Try Guys channel, you idiot.
Okay, stop. Turning back to the actual news, Iran is on the cusp of a new cultural revolution.
Cut back to us.
No!
Due to the trauma we are facing, our editors are working around the clock to remove any trace of Ned from past Try Guys content.
That's not true. Okay, I get it. It's a skit. I keep trying to tell myself that it's a skit. Now listen, I don't watch SNL, okay? Now I be hearing about their skits whenever it becomes controversial. Like when who was it? Pete Davidson had Kim Kardashian on there. He was kissing her or whatever. Like I be hearing about the skits and stuff that goes on with SNL, but I don't watch SNL content. And so, but I'm also fully aware that this is supposed to be a skit. It's a parody. It's poking fun. And so I guess when you're creating a skit, it doesn't have to necessarily be super accurate and they don't have to get all the details right. But I can see why people are picking this apart, because even that, them, like, I want to take it as a joke, because it is a joke, but we all know that's false. Like them erasing him completely from the channel, they've already confirmed that that's not happening. Any past videos that that has Ned in them or are, you know, surrounded around Ned, those are still going to remain on the channel. It's just moving forward, he's going to be edited out as much as possible, if possible. There are some videos that they had to completely scrap because I guess the main focus was around him, so there was no way to edit him out the video without just scrapping it in general. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously that's false.
This is the battle of our lives.
Bro, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. It's gonna be okay.
Cut back to us. Look at me. This is the face of grief.
No, it's not.
It is, though. And just FYI, we are still going to be releasing some previously filmed branded videos. So yeah, you might see Ned in Sweet Green Presents the Try Guys Try Salad with bugs on top.
I am laughing. You see that dude in the middle? He cannot keep it together. He is over there trying to hold his laugh in.
And it will still be amazeballs. But it will also be sad balls. We're all processing this horrific, violent, and probably racist tragedy.
Can you come?
Racist? Okay, see, no. No. Okay, see, they doing the most. They doing the most. I think, because I'm trying to think, was there a way to do this skit without offending anybody? Because again, they're known for this. SNL, they're known for towing the line and making jokes that, you know, can offend people or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they're doing too much. I feel like they're doing too much to try and make it seem like this whole situation was just like blown out of proportion, and that the way that the Try Guys handled it was like an overreaction. But no, like, literally everything was justified with the way that they handled the situation. And I have yet to see, well, no, I'm lying. I have seen a few people say that Ned shouldn't have gotten fired, but I think people are missing the key point here, which is that it was with an employee. Now, I'm also not against someone getting fired for cheating, because forget you. Like, you're over here cheating, you know, on your wife. Like, you should get every single consequence thrown to you. But the issue is that this was a workplace violation. It wasn't just the fact that he cheated or the fact that he was kissing somebody. He literally messed with an employee that is underneath him. He is, from what I understand, like, he's responsible for her paycheck, the girl that he was messing with, and so, or the woman that he was messing with. And so there's no getting around that. Like, that's the key point here, is that she was an employee, and I don't understand why people are trying to remove that fact from the situation.
Back to me, please.
No! Stay with us. Hear this, America. We will never stop bringing you the same Try Guys adventures.
I will still be trying super weird Cambodian food. Zach will still be trying super weird Malaysian food. And Keith is still going to try wearing a thong for a week because it's our duty.
Okay, this is too traumatic. This interview is over. Please.
Thank you for your bravery, Try Guys. Know that the country is with you. What's today's date? Whatever it is, never forget. First CNN, I'm Colin O'Doherty.
And they're millionaires. Okay, I'm gonna go see what ketamine is all about. This has been CNN Today. Good night.
All right. That was interesting. Again, I can see why people got upset. I can see what parts of this people had the most issue with. But also, it's hard to take it too serious because it is a skit. It is a skit, and you know, comedy is subjective, and there are some things that are okay to poke fun at, and there's other things that, you know, isn't. And sometimes that can be dependent on the person. Some people may not see an issue with this at all and feel like it's not that deep, and there might be other people that feel like, you know, it is deep, and that, you know, they're doing too much and they're going too far. I am curious though about what the comments say. All right, so Aaron says you can tell Ned's friend wrote this one. Oh, that was something I heard as well. So I did hear that apparently there's a friend of Ned's who I think worked with, I don't know if they worked with the Try Guys, but I saw something to where they were talking about like someone had actually, hold on, let me see if I can find. Okay, I found the tweet. And sorry, I have my phone on the charger. That's why I was over there. But yeah, someone said, anyone remember the Tripod episode where he talks about his Yale friend who writes for SNL asking for a friend? And Eugene responded to this tweet with a GIF that just says "Oh my," right? And so yeah, there is speculation that Ned has a friend who works for SNL. He is a writer for their skits, and he believes that his friend was the one that is behind the skit. And honestly, I would not be surprised. Now, I'm not necessarily saying or thinking that Ned told his friend to do that, but I would not be surprised if the friend, just in support of Ned, wanted to make the Try Guys look bad. So that is very interesting. Grand MILF says, how did you manage to be more embarrassing than Ned in the situation? Yeah, like I said, I don't watch SNL skits too much, so I can't really compare this skit to their other skits, and if it kind of falls in line with what they normally do, because I don't watch. So also, you know, if you guys are frequent watchers of SNL, you know, make sure you guys give your thoughts and opinions on this as well. Okay, so this person says, calling a year-long affair with a subordinate which results in the betrayal of your wife and children a consensual kiss is just like calling a hit and run driving the speed limit. Yeah. That, and again, like, I can see why that would bother some people, because it was more than a consensual kiss. And, you know, even I at one point, you know, because in terms of who to place blame on, I felt very strongly that Alex should get just as much you know, responsibility for this as Ned. But then people had to remind me that because there is a power dynamic, you know, Ned did still have more power in the situation, and she could have felt pressure to, you know, do those things and participate in those things. So I did have to take that into account. Let's see, we'll read one more comment and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, Scarlet Harlot says, yeah, let's make the Try Guys into a joke for not sweeping a massive issue under the rug, holding one of their best friends of 10 years accountable for his actions. The guys have handled the situations with grace and sensitivity to their fans, employees, and even Ned, though in my opinion he doesn't deserve it. SNL is just so wrong for this. Yeah, and again, it's hard to, right, because we're in an age where, you know, people do tend to take things more seriously than what they are. Again, don't know what the history is with SNL skits, but this is a skit, so we do have to keep that in mind. But it honestly, because if Ned's friend did write this skit, then I can buy the fact that they are trying to water it down, and they're trying to make it seem less of an issue than it is, and it, you know, does play into Ned's favor a lot, because they're essentially saying like there's no reason for him to be fired, and that that this was an overreaction to his actions, right? However, if somehow his friend didn't have anything to do with the skit and this was just SNL's doing, I can also imagine that possibly, because I mean, I'll be honest, like, yes, the Try Guys are very, very popular on the internet, but everyone doesn't know who the Try Guys are. I have friends in my circle, in my age group, they have never even heard of the Try Guys. To this day, they don't even know what's going on with them. They'll only know because I'm making videos about it. But there's a lot of people out there who don't know who the Try Guys are. And so it wouldn't surprise me if they just heard about it from a surface level perspective from the news and the media, and they just concluded, you know, their own thoughts, and they looked at it as, oh, he just cheated, why he get fired? And they didn't look at the full scope and the full picture. But also the fact that they had on their exact outfits, I feel like they did their homework. I feel like they had to have done their homework. At the very least, they watched the video. And so, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It is kind of tasteless, but it's also, it's a skit. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not really taking it that serious, but I do understand, like, why it made people upset and how it could be seen as very insensitive to the situation. Because again, I don't agree with them, you know, because also too, like, for the people who may not know a whole lot about the situation and maybe they're just getting it from this skit, they're now being given this perspective of, oh, it wasn't that serious, it was just a kiss. Like, they didn't even mention not one time that it was an employee. They purposely left that out. Ed's friend that was behind this, because the fact that they went through this whole thing, I didn't mention for 1 second that the person worked for them. They made it seem like it was just this complete stranger. And so it's like they do that, and then they said all that extra stuff too, like, you know, oh, it's probably racist as well. Like, cut it out. You're doing them, like, because I think too, right, is that this skit wasn't even really funny. Like, I'll just be blunt. Like, even because if I'm sitting back, right, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let the jokes fly, and if something is funny, I'll point it out. None of their jokes really hit like that. Like, it just felt very forced. It just felt very, like, just not, it didn't feel organic or authentic. It just felt very forced. Like I said, their jokes just weren't funny. And so I think it's easy for people to rag on it because the jokes weren't even hitting like that. But, yeah, I mean, that's the SNL skit. Yeah, I don't know. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below about the skit. Were you offended by the skit? How did you think the skit went? You know, did you have any issues with it, or did you see nothing wrong with the SNL skit that they made about the Try Guys? Let me know what your overall thoughts are in the comments down below. And also too, if you are someone that watches SNL skits on a regular basis, please let me know. Like, is this like is this normal for them to kind of like poke fun at serious situations? Like, does this, you know, kind of go along with what they already do, or does this feel out of place? Let me know if you're an SNL viewer, you know, if this makes sense or not. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys get a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.